They've got Zyren on that shaman as well. So they've got Ardo and Zyren as well as Manizi. So pretty good as well, right?
Oh, pretty good, definitely. But it's just, it's just wait and see really at this point. I don't think, I can't see the other team right now on my add-on, but does the other team have a rogue? Ugly Girls?
Ugly Girls is not running a rogue. They're running Boomy, Double Hunter, Resto Shaman, Warrior, Disc Priest, BM, Disc Priest, who is Vangma, as well as Yowza, and then FC on Marb. Okay. On the flip side, they're running the Mage. They're running Hunter, Mage, Resto Shaman, Rogue, Resto Shaman, Warrior, BM, Priest, Boomy, and FC. So they're running a Mage into a 4 healer, which is something that I've tried to do a couple times with Yorkie, and it's definitely not easy, man. It's really, really not easy. However, if you're playing Mage, you're not going to be doing crazy things against the 4 healers. You're just going to be basically a Blink CS and pumping out arcane damage.
It's going to be interesting to see because it's going to be hard for the team that has the rogue to keep to combat the other team mid, to be honest. So it's depending how they play it. They can play it objectively and use the other methods of strategy to overcome their enemies. But we'll see at this point. See how they approach it.
I'm interested too because not only is it's rogue and 1 hunter and a mage as opposed to the rogue double or the no rogue double hunter. And if both of those hunters are on point, then they might be able to give Mutando quite a bit of trouble.
Yep. Plus they have a strong mid man, so it's going to be tough, I think, for Waka. But we'll see how it goes.
All right, so just jumping into the first mid fight right away. See a lot of damage coming onto the front line of Waka Flocka right now. And actual big Star Stitch is coming into the Boomy as well. Nobody dropping just yet, but so much damage. Now the Warrior pushing up. Both the frontliners pushing up. Everyone's pushing up. Gank Ricks are opened as well. He pops his evasion and backs out. Still nobody dead. Trendy's now taking a bunch of heat. And another charge in, this time onto the Priest. Panda Slayer could be in trouble here. He's very deep and is taking a lot of damage. Are they going to keep him up? They do. Super Silent now taking a lot of damage. The flag is picked up by Marb right now. Oh man, this is very, very close in mid.
Yeah, definitely holding up a good fight at this point.
Loge, Marb, and Mutando have both picked up the flag. Off the Hook G has gone down, actually. I did not see that, and they're playing on the Horde side of the map. That's huge. Having the BM go down like that basically allows the rest of the team to push up freely on you. No CC on those healers in the backlines mean that everyone can just go so deep. I wonder how they landed that kill. I wasn't watching it exactly. I assume it had something to do with that mage, to be honest.
Definitely, the mage had a part to play in that role, for sure. So good work of the mage.
So Fancy backing up Loge Marb as he crosses, and Mutando also crossing without a problem. Interesting to see that Mutando or that Loge Marb was able to cross so easily with having the rogue there as well, even though they got that kill in midfield and everything. And Gankrixer actually tries to open up in mid again, maybe gets pulled out of stealth, taking a little bit too greedy of a route, and gets killed as well. And now that, actually Phobia going down here as well, so kills all across the board.
Oh, Super Styling playing very aggressive at this point. Yeah, I saw that coming. He was playing very, very aggressive away from his healers and he got punished for it. Now the other team are pushing on him. Yeah. And they have to fall back to GY.
And this is something that we see a lot coming out from Ugly Girls Get Tap Water. As soon as they get, sure, they might lose one person here and one person there, but as soon as they get all their dots out and everything like that, I feel like they play a very slow, very, very slow way through midfield where they're not diving a whole lot and they're just kind of, taking their time, everything like that. And when they have somebody like Yowza who can put out so much pressure, they slowly just kind of rot the other team even without something like a double Boomy comp. And, once they get Trendy up into the GY there, could be a sticky situation for Waka Flocka.
Yeah, definitely.
And Fancy and Phobia are already committing across ramp. Holy crap. Basically 4 stacks right now. And Mutando is forced to jump down. Panda Slayer was trying to get a charge up, but it doesn't matter. Now Mutando actually drops down off of GY as well.
Oh.
Jesus, that was a huge mistake. He's getting hit from behind by the Hunters. He's got nowhere to go.
He's getting wrecked. Yeah, he might go down. He actually might. He's done.
And with 4 stacks only, Marb is going to be running across the field uncontested. Gankrixer is nowhere to be found. He's going to open up in mid, so they know Marb's totally okay. Cutie Pies could turn around and just help them stabilize in that mid if they needed to, as all of Waka Flocka is trying to desperately push back and make something happen here. But look, off the hook G, just sitting on the lake, pumping out tons of damage, passes on back to CC the rest of the team. Vangnot goes down, Yowza goes down, Party Girl looks like he's going down as well, so a big wipe here actually coming out from Waka Flocka.
Definitely push back by them. Now, if Waka's smart about this, they can use the FCD setup to get a quick up. If they do it right. But they need to start pushing now and to be able to achieve that. Just need to keep control of mid. They have the advantage of getting a cap at this point, depending on how well the other team plays against them. So.
Yeah. Fancy is hanging out in the Alliance base, looking to pick up a flag as soon as it spawns. And if we're looking at D, Mutando is in stealth going up ramp right now. And Phobia, I imagine. Okay, so Phobia's in mid just contesting there. And it looks like they're going to be... This is kind of the stand from Other Girls Get Sapwater. You get no further than this. Whoa, huge switch onto Yowza right here. No war stomps or anything like that, though, so he'll be okay. Goes down to about 10% and will live. Mutando still hasn't picked up the flag yet. Still in stealth. No rogue to worry about, so I think as long as he was tracking that hunter, he should have been fine. He should have known that Phobia was in mid just by using his battleground targets. Taking a very slow path and will come out tunnel right now. Marb gets the flag across the other side and is
Superstar going very deep. Ooh.
Yeah. Very
gone
deep.
For the hills.
Everyone's coming back on him. He gets taken out.
Yep. He did it again. He did it again. Needs to watch out. Can't go too deep. He gets caught out for that, and now all their team falls back. So you pay a heavy price when you lose your BM. It's hard to pretty much contest after that, and you lose your gameplay objectively. You see, little game up was able to get across because of the BM falling. A big part of it was because of that. So
apart from Mutando falling off of the GY like that, which might have been a little bit of nerves, would have been a little bit of not being comfortable with the Druid. How do you feel like Waka Flocka's chances are in this game? Do you think it's still a fair fight for them?
I can already tell the the way the other team's adapting to Waka, they're outplaying them at this stage. Even though they have lost mid once, it doesn't matter. They recover quick. They're always communicating with the FC to make sure, telling when to cross when it's safe, and they get the FC, and now they're already pushing back into that team. Fancy is already at the top. He's already ready to hit the FC from the back. They've already organized, already ready to go. So it's just what I do if I was Walkers is that once that team's all together, they need to push out. They need to get out of what position they are, because the longer they stay there, the worse of the more of a disadvantage they're at, because the higher the stacks, the better the chance Fancy and people on his team will be able to get the kill on the FC.
Yeah, Mutando up top is coming out of form right now, just healing through Fancy's damage right now. It's low stacks, only 3 stacks, so he's okay, but he's gonna be forced to drop soon, because here's Phobia. The Kong shot comes out, and he doesn't actually drop. He's just gonna go down here if he doesn't get in range. Ardo was there to heal him, but very, very close once again. And look at that, both these hunters
they're in a bad spot.
Yeah, really bad. Waka Flocka needs to get out of GY here. Otherwise, they're just getting punished by having those 2 hunters up top. They have the numbers advantage. If they can push out, they need to commit, but they're just so split on their reses.
Nah, you look at the team, like Saxon's coming in, like they're just putting the pressure on him. Mutando's going to die very shortly, I think, within the next few minutes, I'd guess. They're just getting suffocated at this point. No chance to breathe.
Mice too. Mice is very low below the GY, not in LOS to get heals right now, trying to contest those hunters, just in an awful spot. He can't do anything there. And it's too low stacks for him and Gang to do anything.
Yeah, it's smart that the people are turning around attacking the hunters. What I do, their team is definitely knock out the hunters if possible, and they'll stop the FC from getting backdoored at least.
Twonk City, absolutely demolishing Mice over there. He gets a res into GY, which isn't terrible for him, but Mutando still just getting hit and hit and hit from the backside. I feel like he should just LOS a little bit. The Warrior could get up if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
I
There's
go
the
around
warrior.
where
The displace into the hunters. Oy. Really rough position. The
There's
mage
warriors
is
up there
there.
now. He's dead. He's gonna drop. He's gonna drop. He's gonna drop very shortly. The warriors up there. The hunters are hitting into him. If they don't kill those hunters, he's gonna drop.
The hunters are getting quite low. Phobia looks like he pops an AGM or something like that. No, he actually got a shield from Vang. Mutondo sitting at about 20%, 30%, just jumping up and down. He's dead. He's dead. And Ardo gets the repick, but it's not going to matter. Super styling, it's not going to matter. Unless they kill Trendy, it's not going to matter. And they forced Trendy out, actually. And Mutondo, I think he got a body res as well, so he's there. He gets the flag.
Yeah, he did. Good body res.
Oh my
Great
goodness.
body res.
Panda Slayer
in the end, they're still in the same position.
Panda Slayer actually got up there and got some Rens onto the hunters. Now he jumps down and is trying to clear up whoever's in that GY, and it gets picked up by Gankerixer. He doesn't have evasion, I don't think. There he goes. He goes down. Picked up by Super Starlin. Oh my goodness. I think they might actually hold on here.
I think they're going to drop sooner or later, but they're doing a good job holding onto the flag.
It's just because Trendy had to back out, right? And Trendy goes down, so they couldn't get anyone up there to actually grab the flag. HB runs displace, and it was just the Hunters killing over and over and over again. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hunters have some of the highest damage this game, just because they're able to put so much damage into like 7 and 8 stacks like that for so long.
This is good. They need to push out now. They don't have their warrior. Like, if there any time is to push out, it would be now. But if they don't push out, then they're just going to get... The next time they open up an FC, it would be dead for sure.
Tonk City trying to get some points. Looks like he's doing so. Getting points off the Priest and stuff like that while they're still in a little bit of a split res, and Super Styling goes down as well here. Too far. Just too far out.
Okay, Fancy's already ready to go attacking the FC Phobia. He's pretty much heading his way up there. He'll be there in less than 10 seconds. I think they're just going to push on. Look at that. They're already attacking the EFC. Agophobia is soon going to be there. Now, if Trendy gets in there, gets a charge up there, he'll be in trouble. So we'll see how this goes, how this plays out.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Gankerixer and Mice, I think, tried to make a play onto the FC, but it just did not matter. I think it was actually Malek as well. Super Styling's going to get the pick. But this time, Phobia drops in there. 120% extra damage. Maybe not the right call. Fancy's going in. Fancy's going to get the repick.
There we go. Yeah, good pick on Fancy. That was bound to happen because they're not changing their situation. They're just staying in the same position, and they stay in the same position. They're eventually going to get killed sooner or later. So it's Ugly Girl's doing a really good job, just keeping on top of keeping on Waka, keeping him suffocated. So good job by them.
It's not even like it's a normal GUI containment situation because they just have them split all the time and they're constantly dealing with the hunters behind them, dealing with that FC, that it's even harder to deal with than a normal GUI containment because you've got your SC up there, you've got hunters, you've got warriors, you've got everything. And that just makes it so hard for you to do anything. And Low Game Arb is going to be able to get the cap here. Gankerixer got caught out earlier when he was trying to find a sap onto Cutie Pies.
Yeah.
Mice hasn't been able to get by at all. So they're trying to push out once more.
Shit. Alright, well, they're pushing him back now, but...
Displaces. Gankerixer's just fighting in the middle of the team right now. His evasion drops off the hook G, just tanking everything right now. The mage really needs to do something instead of just get trained. He pops his Evanesce, putting out Arcane Blast, but it's just not doing enough here. Look at that. Off the hook G. It's so easy to see who the mage is targeting and heal that damage as well.
Yeah. That's it.
Fancy's got the repick, and still Waka Flocka not able to get any ground in mid.
They're just not. They can't. They're just being suffocated. They're not. The other team's just not letting them up. Like, as you can see, like they're attacking the shamans whenever they can. Look at Art's, like he's about to drop, and they're always keeping on top of Malek, not letting him breathe too much either on that. So you always see they're always on Malek because that's their main DPS. So they always keep on top of that, and then when he's gone, they have a lot easier chance of taking on the rest of the team.
So I missed it at the start, but I feel like a lot of this game did come down to the fact that Gank opened mid, or got caught in mid, I believe, and they pretty much just let low game mark, pick the flag, and walk away for free. And if you're running the rogue
pretty much.
and you've got, essentially an 8v10 or an 8v9 in mid, then what are you to do in that situation, right? I don't know.
Well, the rogue's main point of having a rogue is lining up kills and killing the FC. It's a big part of it, and stopping FC from crossing so your team can approach him. But Waka, they couldn't do that. The FC crossed every time. So in a not just in a mid sense, but in a strategy sense, they got outplayed because they just couldn't do anything because they're getting farmed at mid. And Ugly Girls were always setting up kills, trying to kill the FC whenever they had their chance, And even though they didn't get